So start by taking out all the ingredients and all the utensils you think you'll need. As you can see here, I've got my chopping board with a newspaper underneath for the rubbish. I've got my pots and pans, and I've got all my ingredients. I'm using chicken mince today, but you can use lamb mince, you can use beef, whichever you prefer. So as you can see, I started by peeling my potatoes and putting them into cold water. I then chopped my onions and started chopping all my other vegetables. I use peppers, carrots and sweet corn, but you can use other vegetables if you prefer. You can use peas, you can use mushrooms, you could even put broccoli in there if you want to, whatever floats your boat. I actually done this at the same time just because I thought it might save some time, but you can do this separately if you prefer. Start by adding some oil in a pan and browning your meat with some salt. Once that's browned, take it out into a bowl, and in the same pan add some more oil and start cooking your vegetables. This is when you can add your ginger, your garlic, tomato puree and the plain flour. So I haven't done this by actual measurements, but I added half a glass of red wine. I don't drink personally, which is why I only added half a glass, but you can add more if you prefer. Mix this in and keep stirring so the red wine doesn't stick to the bottom, and also mix your meat back into that as well. And that's when you'll start adding your chicken stock. So just make up about 350 to 400 mils of chicken stock and stir that in. Turn the heat low and then let that cook for about 30 minutes while you start making your mash. So one step I missed, I actually drained out my potatoes and I was supposed to put them into a pan and dry out some of the excess water. I do that afterwards, but you should do that first. Then pour them back into the bowl and start mashing. Add some milk. Now they do say you can add warm milk. I normally add cold milk. Then start adding some butter. Add your salt and 2 egg yolks. Then add some pepper for tasting, and it makes it this creamy mash. So in the time that you've made your mash, your meat should have cooked as well. If it hasn't and all the water hasn't evaporated, then just put that on high and just keep stirring until the water evaporates, and then spoon it into your bowls. I've used individual bowls here, but you can use one big bowl if you've got a bigger family. And then spoon your mash on top. I've then used a fork just to push it all down, and I use normal cheddar cheese on top, but you can use Parmesan if you prefer. And I use some herbs just for decoration. I tried to put an M and a V for our initials. You then put the pies or pie in the oven at around 180 degrees for about 20 minutes until they are baking hot and the cheese is melted like this. Thank you for watching the video of my homemade shepherd's pie recipe. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do make your own shepherd's pie, please do let me know, and make sure you follow me on my YouTube channel, Vallisa, and make sure you subscribe. Bye everyone.